here today with Laura Heffernan, head coach of DLR Waves Under-19s. The EA Sports Under-19s Women National League is kicking off this weekend, as well as the Under-17s. Laura, how excited are you to get things going?
Yeah, I think everybody's just buzzing now to get moving. I think we've had 3 mini pre-seasons since the start of the year, just preparing for it, and then things being pushed back, and of course completely understandable. But I think everybody's just really excited now to get going.
And you're stepping into this new role. You obviously have a wealth of experience behind you. Could you describe a little bit what work you've done before and why you wanted to join the DLR Waves Under-19s team?
Yeah, so mainly, I had a background in women's football more so than anything. With Wexford Youths, I was there for about 6 years. Went to America for a year, and when I came back, then I was with Shelbourne 17s for 2 seasons. Went in then with their senior team for a year and a half. And then obviously last year there was lots of changes with management and stuff there at Shells, and it just happened that the club went in a different direction and whatnot. So I was kind of at a crossroads then as to what I was going to do next. And thankfully, I spoke with Graham at DLR, and it's what they're doing there is fantastic. They're doing great work, and it just seemed like a good fit.
Obviously, the Under-19 setup is new this year. How important do you think it is to have this league to bridge the gap between Under-17s and senior football?
Massively important for me. Having worked with the 17s, obviously, I've said before, it's a very big gap to go straight from 17s to women's football. There is players that have done it, but you're talking about very, very good, exceptional players. So to have that bridge there where some players who might not be quite ready have the opportunity to still play at national league level and help themselves develop and progress, I think it's hugely important for the league going forward.
And do you think it's something that the players appreciate? Obviously, as you said, there are some players who can fit into senior teams straight away, but for others, it might be something that brings their confidence down a little bit. They feel a bit intimidated. But now to have this new Under-19 setup, maybe it allows them to build confidence a bit more before entering in the senior teams.
Yeah, one thing I love about all the young players is most of them are very confident, and a lot of them, feel they're not too far away from senior football and they're ready to progress on. And it's only maybe when they go in training with a first team, or they're around that environment, they realise maybe there's a little bit of work to do. But they're all so receptive to the 19s league, and they understand what the benefits of it is for them, and how we can help them get to the next level, and hopefully in a year or two step up then to that senior football.
You were talking there a minute ago about pre-season and how it's kind of been on and off. Overall, how has the experience been, and do you feel prepared for the first round of fixtures?
Yeah, it's been different. Obviously, you have the introduction of Zoom calls and Zoom workouts and stuff, which it's only kind of come to the forefront in the last 18 months or so, where everybody is doing it, and that's been a little bit different. You're used to being out on the pitch and seeing them face to face, so that's been strange. But look, the guards have embraced it. We've been on the pitch now for 5-6 weeks, I think, at this stage, and got some friendly games in and whatnot. So we're as prepared as best we can be. Obviously, the leaving cert, then girls have been away and kind of in and out, so it's been a little bit disjointed. But again, their education comes first, so that's their priority at the moment. So hopefully next week, once things kick off, it's football all the way now for the next kind of 6 months or so.
And for you personally, obviously coming into a new team, a new age bracket, how has that been? Even without considering the pandemic, that's a challenging thing in itself. But how have you found it?
I've been lucky in the sense that I probably would have known a lot of the players. Even being with Shelbourne 17s, you obviously know players from other teams and things like that. So I kind of know a lot of the players that have signed for us this year. I think there was 8 came through from DLR 17s themselves, which shows great progression in the club. A couple of the girls that play for me at Shelbourne, and some new faces as well. So yeah, it hasn't been too bad in the sense that I kind of know the players, but to get them all as one group and work together, that's always the challenge, bringing players together and getting them playing as one. So yeah, we'll see how it goes over the next couple of weeks.
And your first fixture is against Shelbourne. How will you find that?
Yeah, look, it'll be strange. I love my time there. The 3 years I was there, I had a blast. I absolutely loved it. And, I'd imagine there'll be some of the girls that I would have worked with will be playing on Sunday. So yeah, it'll be strange to see them and be on opposite teams, but of course, wish them all the best for the season as well.
And just looking at the success that the senior DLR Waves team has had this season, has that kind of inspired the team or inspired you to achieve similar results?
Yeah, the progression that's been there in that team in the last 2 years, 3 years has been unbelievable. Graham and John and the coaching staff there have done fantastic work, and they've built really, really solid foundations now where girls can come into the club at a younger age and feel like they've something to aim towards. We've had some girls in training with the first team. That opportunity is there for them. And then it's a relatively young team there at senior level as well. So everybody has an opportunity. And I think everybody feels like if they put the work in, the reward is there for them. So, that's a credit to everybody that's been there for the last 2 or 3 seasons, but something that, I'm really happy to be part of as well.
It probably helps as well seeing Eve Badana in the national team and things like that. They know that they can strive for the most at the club. And my final question for you is, what goals do you have for this first Women's National League Under-19 season?
For us as a coaching staff, the main priority is just to get those girls prepared for senior football. If we can get a couple of girls stepping up to the squad next season, it'll be a huge success for us. Obviously, now that the senior team is really strong and competition for places is huge there. So if we can get some of those girls stepping into that, it's a great progression for us. And obviously we'll be going out to try and compete at the top and win games. But at this level, it's not always easy. Teams change with age groups and age brackets. So every season is a little bit different. You don't know who's going to be strong and who's not. So, we just give it our best and see how it goes.
Yeah, that's all you can do. Well, best of luck with everything. And thanks, Emil, for chatting with me today.
No problem at all. Thanks very much.
Cool. Thanks, Emil.